What's up, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks Parlays, and this is the NBA Primetime Prop Drop with none other than Scott Reichel from Winners and Winers. What's happening, Scott?
Nothing much. Ended up going 2-2 in the NFL show yesterday, so could have been better, could have been worse. Unfortunately, Sly decided to hit a bunch of long field goals to ruin the kicking prop, but either way, 2-2 could have been worse.
Man, kicking props are like our bread and butter on the
Mhm.
Primetime Prop Drop here.
His career long was 56, and he hits a 58-yarder and a 55-yarder in the same game. It just
What a
happened.
guy.
But
What a guy. Scott Reichel, if people are looking for more of your free picks, you don't just do NBA and NFL, you do tennis, you do like everything. Tell the people where they can find more of your free picks before we get started.
yeah, so coincidentally, I actually uploaded a tennis pick last night. So that was on the Winners and Winers page. I give out a free pick every night. Besides that, doing a bunch of podcasts in the NBA, in tennis, in football. So a lot of sports over there. Find all those on Twitter. I retweet all the ones that I'm in. But you know where to find me. It's all free. So why not? You get free information.
That's just it. Free information. Making money off of free information is like the best gig ever.
Mm.
Before we get this party started, if everyone could just like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, let us know that you want to see more primetime prop drop. Okay, so we are going to get this party started with Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers. Talk to me.
So I'm going to take him over 25.5 points at minus 120. He's averaging over 28 points per game this season, so he has been very solid with it when it comes to scoring the basketball. He's been very good against San Antonio in the past. He has scored at least 26 points in 5 of his last 6 games against the Spurs, and the Spurs are allowing 119.7 points per game. Sounds like a lot because it is. It's the most in the league. So the point is the Spurs can't stop anybody. Lillard is, of course, the best player on Portland, and he's been good against San Antonio in the past. I think this number's too low. I think he's got a shot to go for 30, but I'll take the over.
All right, I like it. Okay, so your Brooklyn Nets are at the Sacramento Kings. Talk to me. I remember this guy when he was a Maryland Terrapin. Go on.
Yes. So he was actually friends with a couple of my friends in Maryland, but that's a separate story.
Really?
Yes, I'm actually going to go with the
I said
over.
hi, and I loved him.
Will do. Okay. So Kevin Herter, I'm going to take him over 2.5 3-pointers at minus 135. He's made at least 3 3-pointers in 7 of the last 8 games. He also attempts a bunch of them. He's attempted at least 6 3-pointers in 10 of the first 12 games this season. And the Nets, not very good at guarding the 3. The Nets are currently ranking 28th in the league in opponent 3-point percentage. Herter takes a lot of shots. He's the main 3-point shooter on this team. I think he'll go over.
All right, over we go. Let's move into the Knicks are at the Jazz. They're flying way out west. Talk to me about Julius Randle.
So I'm going to take Julius Randle over 20.5 points at minus 110. He's had at least 21 points in each of the last 5 games. He's also attempted at least 14 shots in each of the last 5 games. So he has been a lot more aggressive, which bodes well for his point total. And Utah has really not been good against the paint or at stopping opponents in the paint. Utah's allowing 56.6 points per game in the paint, which is the most in the entire league. So I think Randle should have a lot of opportunities either on the offensive rebounding putbacks or maybe even just driving to the lane. But Utah really does not have any rim protection, and Randle's definitely capable of getting a lot of opportunities into the overall paint. And this number's too low. I'm going to take the over.
So let me ask you a question because we have Randle over in points, and our next pick is going to be Randle over in rebounds. Do you compare the PNR stat, like points plus rebounds, and divide it out, or why not take like a PNR instead of taking 2 separately? Is there any strategy to that? Just asking for a friend.
I think that the strategy is mainly just revolving around the idea that if one of them ends up going very short, then you have a chance of at least pushing. It also depends on confidence because if you end up betting one prop, then you either win or you lose. But if you like both, you're kind of just doubling down on the idea that Randle should have a big game. It's a really good spot for Randle. And after Embiid basically almost went for 60 against this team last time out, I'm not comparing Randle to Embiid. My point is they can't stop the paint at all. I think Randle should have a very good game tonight. His double-doubles at plus 160. I don't mind that either. But I do think he should end up walking into probably around 25 and 12 in this game. Utah is awful at stopping really just the opponents from getting into the paint. They're not a good rebounding team either. I think Randle for rebounds, the stats also back it up. He's been very good historically against Utah. He's had at least 10 rebounds in 4 of his last 5 games against the Jazz. He's had at least 9 rebounds in 4 of his last overall 6 games. So I do think Randle should have a big game both in the points and on the glass, and I think that's kind of why I'm doubling down on Randle to play well in this spot.
All right. I like it. I like it. People at home, something you'll like, up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet when you get signed on with FanDuel. The link is in the description of this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. This has been your prime time prop drop in the NBA. We'll be back again tomorrow with more NBA primetime action. Thanks, everyone, and good luck.